Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gene Edwards. You are watching LUBED for January the 3rd, 2023, as I recap tonight's game between the Edmonton Oilers and the Seattle Kraken, the very first game of the Edmonton Oilers of the new year. And it didn't go very well, to put it mildly. Actually, in fact, it went absolutely brutal. Let's be honest. Let's call a spade a spade. Horrible, horrible, horrible second period. And the Edmonton Oilers let 2 points slip through their fingers. 2 very important points, because they're also division rival points, slip through their fingers. And the Edmonton Oilers, I think, might be having a little bit of a problem getting into the playoffs this year. I know I'm saying it early, but when it comes to these points, okay, so before I get into that, I'm going to go over what their schedule is up and coming here. Let me just pull that up here. Okay. So after tonight, they play... where am I here? Okay, so they play the New York Islanders on Thursday. Then they play the Colorado Avalanche this Saturday. Then the LA Kings on Monday. So right there's a couple tough ones. We don't know what the Islanders are going to bring, but you know the Avs and Oilers, that's going to be a heated battle. You know the Kings is going to be a heated battle. Then they face the Anaheim Ducks, who already beat them this year. I don't know what San Jose is going to bring. You hope that they could beat San Jose. They better beat San Jose. Anyway, and then they got the Vegas Golden Knights, followed by the Kraken 2 weeks from tonight, and then the Lightning on January 19th. They got a tough schedule ahead. And when you throw away 2 points like what they did tonight, I'm concerned. We did get some good news, but the question is, will it be too late? Jay Woodcroft reported today that Evander Kane is weeks away from being out, which I don't know how you want to... weeks could be anything, right? Could be 3 weeks, could be 10 weeks. But you hope that when he says weeks, that it's kind of within the 3 to 6 week kind of range, which would still put him ahead of schedule by about a month, because by my estimate time from when that injury happened, I basically put him for the first or second week of March. Right now, that puts him for the first or second week of February, which could be a good thing if they are still in the hunt. Or is it going to be too late at that point in time? Who knows? Not a good game tonight, man. Not a good game. Let's just get into the scoring summary on this one. As it started off good. The first period was very good. Both teams were skating fast. I'm going to give a credible mention to Dylan Holloway, even to Darnell Nurse. He was slamming people pretty good in the first period. Klim Kostin, who is really looking good for us, and he was the reason why we got this first period goal from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, as he drew the penalty to give Ryan Nugent-Hopkins the power play goal from Hyman and Draisaitl. It was 1-0 at the end of the first period. Excuse me. We go into the second period, and it starts off great. Connor McDavid, 48 seconds in, his 33rd from Brett Kulik and Matthias Janmark. And then at this point in time, the Edmonton Oilers just decide to, hey, let's pack it in for the night. We got this game. And they just start getting really super sloppy. So they get a penalty, and it leads to a power play goal from Matty Beniers, his 12th from Justin Schultz and Daniel Sprung. Now you're going to notice a lot of these assists that happened tonight are ex-Oilers that helped in the process. This was at 4:44. Right after that, I'm not even kidding you, right after that, the Edmonton Oilers, sloppy again with their sticks, are being called for another penalty. However, it never got to that point, because on the ensuing power play, Jaden Schwartz gets his 9th from Matty Beniers and Adam Larson. The game is now tied, and I'm like, not happy at this point. And you can see Stuart Skinner, at this point, Stuart Skinner's even a little bit off his game and just not concentrating. As Yanni Gord scores at 12:42 from Justin Schultz and Elio Tolovian. Jared McCann gets his 17th from Jaden Schwartz and Wenberg. And at this point in time, it's when Stuart Skinner gets the hook. In comes Jack Campbell. We go to the third. And there was no goals. Well, there was an empty netter, and that was Anton Wenberg, his 7th. And that is your final. 5-2 for the Edmonton or for the Seattle Kraken. Oh, I wish it was Edmonton Oilers. Is your final. Not a good game at all. The Edmonton Oilers need to do, or Ken Holland needs to do something, and he needs to do something quickly, because I do think the season is starting to slip. And I think Woodcroft needs to maybe bench Puljujarvi and let him sit up in the press room, because he just looks lost out there. I don't know. Anyway, guys, let's go into where they are in the standings. Yeah, I think the Edmonton Oilers need to get, one, a good stay-at-home defenseman, and two, they need to do something with Puljujarvi. Those are my 2 New Year's wishes for this team. So as far as the standings go, Edmonton still maintains that second wildcard position with a record of 20-17-2, creeping close to 500. And you know 500 does not get you into the playoffs. That's 42 points for them. Calgary is up above them in the first wildcard spot with 43 points. Colorado right below them with 41 points. St. Louis at 39. Nashville at 38. And then Vancouver at 35. And then the distant ones are Arizona, San Jose, Anaheim, and Chicago. They're all chasing the Vegas Golden Knights, which have a record of 26-12-2 for 54 points. And yeah, the Edmonton Oilers need to do something, man. Holland needs to do something sooner than later. Can't wait till the deadline. I think he's got to pull the trigger on something. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, I think that's all I got for you tonight. I don't think you want to hear me cry, moan, and bitch and complain anymore. Those of you that are browsing through my channel for the first time, I'm not normally like this. I'm not in a miserable mood like this. But if you like the content I bring, feel free to hit like, share, and subscribe. Those of you that have been with me, you know the drill. As always, stay healthy, stay happy, stay hydrated. And we will talk tomorrow when I give you the preview on the New York Islander game. We'll talk soon, guys.
My tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite, they feeling. I could tear you apart.